Alright guys, we are here in our little VM with Windows XP Professional Edition. Going ahead and installing it in order to run a Trojan virus, the MEMZ virus, in which I'm pretty sure Windows XP, let's see, I'm gonna go in here. So I got my little viruses folder. It's pretty handy. It'll be ever growing since this is something I want to really, start getting into. So got the MEMZ virus there. Just go ahead and close out of that. But yeah, see, we're installing the operating system here, and once we do that, we'll go ahead and plop the actual virus itself down onto the desktop of the virtual machine. As you can see, we're not connected to the internet, which is good. That's a good thing. And I think at this point, we will come back once something interesting happens. As you can see, it's starting its own process, but the first process. So I'll go ahead and come back once something interesting happens. Alright, so now we're back at well, we're not back, but we're at the Windows XP install screen here. So we've got all the little doodads and dickhickeys it says there. And it's pretty much just going on to its next part of the installation process. Nothing really too major to talk about there on that point. See, our bar just came up now. That's going to tell us how much it's been installed. Probably says something like 39 minutes to install, which it's not going to take that long. I promise. But other than that, yeah, like I said, we'll be on there with the desktop in no time. We'll have VMware tools installed. And yeah, I'll come back to you guys once again once we're at the desktop and we have, well, not just see it the next part then, because it could be the desktop or something could happen. You never know. Gotta be a little bit optimistic at times, I suppose. just about done here. We're gonna restart, or it's gonna restart. Windows XP. Yep, loading up there, you see. Taking a good minute, actually. There it goes. It says do 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 do. I'm doing my voiceover post-production here. And I don't quite, because I guess my external mic is pretty garbage, but yeah. See, look there, there's our first error. I believe it was a file not found. I can't really see from this tiny little screen here, but it didn't stop us from getting to the desktop either way. Just checking out OBS there. And if you notice, I had an external mic, and I already went through and tried this once, but I decided I was gonna voice over it. Got VMware tools already installing, which is cool, and gives me a minute to explain how I'm doing all this. So, the video and the audio were originally one file, and the audio was so bad that I decided to mute the entire video. Okay, and we're doing a voiceover in editing. Oops, yeah, a voiceover in editing. With my base Dell laptop speaker, or my microphone. Logged into administrator here, as you see, as I was pointing out there. But yeah, I'm using the stock Dell laptop microphone to be voicing over this right now because I don't have anything better at the moment. I'm kind of in a stuck spot because I've never known that mic to be that bad. But it's fine. You live and learn, right? Anyway, we're gonna restart the machine here in order for VMware tools to take effect, for the sole purpose of being able to drag and drop the MEMZ file over to the VM itself instead of having to do a shared folder, which XP was the first Windows operating system, I believe, to implement a shared folder system for virtual machines, if I remember correctly. But yeah, we're gonna go over here. We're gonna just check things out here. As you can see, I'm putting around real slow like. Going over, checking out my games folder. I'm gonna boot up some solitaire because why not? Everybody loves solitaire. And as you can see, I didn't really do anything with the settings. It's got 512 megabytes of RAM. It doesn't have anything special for graphics. 10 gigabytes of storage. Single core processor. Not for host, but for the machine, it's a single core. And we're gonna go over here to the virus. Here, we're gonna plop it down here, just like that. And move it over. And just like that, from host to guest. I'm gonna open it up and we're gonna notice that it's completely missing. That's because Windows Defender likes to be a little bit asinine at times. It went ahead and detected my virus, and so I had to go ahead and re-get it, which is pretty simple. See, I'm going in here to confirm the MEMZ is not there, which means that it did pick it up and it did take it. Am I gonna bother with it? No, because I have the download that I got from, I'm not gonna say where, because I'm not gonna promote, websites for downloading malware. I'm just not. That's not how that's gonna roll. If you really want, to download these viruses that bad, it's not hard. Just Google it and you'll pretty much have one. But you see there, it's the first download. It's a WinRAR file, so I open it up. my WinRAR, or no, I already, it's there. Yeah, okay. So I plop it into my virus folder. And then there it is. Alright, it is, at the time of recording, it was a little after 1, I want to say 1:06. I'm going to see what happens when we run the MEMZ virus. Oh, I wish I could read that right now, but I'm on a tiny screen, Basically just saying, oh, if you don't know what you just clicked on, hit no and nothing will happen, only use this in a safe environment, which I did. I was in a virtual machine, I know what it was gonna do. I was all safe in doing this, so I was perfectly confident in doing so. It's just a warning that the developer had to put on there. And that's the last one that he put on there. Not responsible, something like that. And then it says here on the word pad, your PC is fucked by the MEMZ virus. Something about it won't boot up again, so use it as long as you can, something like that. Trying to kill it will only kill the PC, like from Task Manager. So what we go ahead and do here is we just go ahead and start putting around the PC. Go there, see it was open in Internet Explorer there on weird web pages that weren't like American Google. They were out in the UK. Google.co.uk, something like that. Not sure. See, look, there it is again, I think. Yep. We went ahead and changed our theme here, too. We went ahead and went with Windows Classic. Because why not? See, it's still opening everything. See, now everything's changed. We're going to move our folder up here. What else are we going to do? We're going to go back through here. Yep. We're going to be interrupted once more. We're going to go in through here. And I think at this point, you guys may have noticed the cursor, the mouse cursor, starting to do a little wibble wobble. Like it's wibble wobbling without me wibble wobbling it. It's probably part of the virus. Another web page. Alright, we're gonna go back into our apps. I'm gonna scroll through here and ultimately decide on solitaire again. Oh, I lied. I don't know what we tried, but it was at this point where things started to get a little bit wilder. As you can see, the colors are shifting and things are genuinely starting to break, but the machine is still usable. So we'll go ahead and go back in here. It says something about lol, are you still using this PC? Opening up WordPad here, but still generally usable. But it was at this point here where I believe it started to making a lot of different noises at me, like how a PC speaker would beep at you all crazy and like a DOS virus or something. This was the point where it generally started to become unusable, and you'll see why here very shortly. As you see, any web page it's brought up and brought back down, it kind of clears the thing. I think what it's doing is it's spamming all of these icons to try to flood the RAM with as much overload as possible to effectively shut the system down. You know, spamming the icons along with opening miscellaneous apps and web pages. I think that's how this Trojan is supposed to work. Crashing your system ultimately by overloading your RAM, and then when you try to boot back in, it's already destroyed the boot sector and replaced it, so you can't even boot back in. Like you see here, we try to play some more solitaire. And it's kind of sort of still playable. I mean, yeah, granted we are really our VM's really getting destroyed here, but I guess it's all for the greater good. Yep, and this is where things started to really take a toll. You see how it's kind of doing a desktopception there, you know, like a desktop within a desktop within a desktop, as you see there. This is where it really starts to break and just completely explode on itself. Like it gets bad. Like look at that. Like what even is that? Like at that yeah, you can see me turning down the volume because at that point it was just blasting, absolutely blasting. Oh, and I wish I could have got the audio. Oh man, but that's just so wild. Look at that. It's being absolutely destroyed. See, we try to open the task manager. I think that was the task manager anyway. We can't really do much of anything. And this right here, what you see on that screen right now, is what is going to overflow that RAM. At least that's what I think it does. And it's going to crash the system eventually, leading to a reboot, which is going to ultimately fail because when this executable file is ran, I'm pretty sure it just ultimately fucks that boot sector up completely on execute. You see there, we try to shut down the PC and it's throwing everything, and then see, look, blue screen of death right there. How about that? Goes to reboot. Says your PC has been fucked by the MEMZ Trojan. Now enjoy the Neon Cat. And then it's just that forever. You'll never be able to boot into your PC again. That's how bad that this virus screws with your PC. And to reconfirm this, we're going to go ahead and restart it, like from the actual application. Same thing. The boot sector has been absolutely obliterated with the Neon Cat. And that is actually both hilarious and terrifying because, well, that's just the potential of these viruses. And that was just on Windows XP. I'm pretty sure that's the earliest one it works on, and it works on all of them. I'm pretty sure. We might have to test that theory. But that's pretty much it. I mean, look, now what we do is we go ahead and we banish this VM to the Shadow Realm, and it gets destroyed. We don't have to ever worry about it leaking into our host system forever now. That's it. If uh, if anything were to happen, I'd really kick myself in the groin for that. But yeah, that was interesting. That was very destructive. That had a lot of potential. If you deployed that on a business computer or whatever, and had that, like, say you were able to make that into a worm or something that was sent to a bunch of PCs on a network, and they all got infected at the same time. Ooh, destructive. But anyways, that's about it for me here. Anyway, if you liked it, go ahead and like, go ahead and comment, subscribe, and this will be a new series, I suppose. But yeah, just go ahead and have a fun time at Big C's Tech Lab, and I'll be seeing you all later. Peace.